If you get 1% better every day for a year, you don't end up 1% better. You end up roughly 37 times better. That's the simple but powerful math behind James Clear's Atomic Habits. One of the most popular books ever written on how small habits create massive results over time. Clear's central idea is right in the title. An atomic habit is a tiny habit, part of a larger system, that compounds over time into remarkable results. Let's break down how it works. Idea 1. Focus on systems, not goals. Clear argues that goals are about the results you want, but systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Winners and losers often have the exact same goals. What separates them is the daily system they follow. If you want better results, the advice is simple. Stop obsessing over the goal and fix the system instead. Idea 2. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. A single good habit or bad habit rarely changes your life on its own in the moment, but repeated daily, over months and years, tiny habits compound into either dramatic improvement or dramatic decline. Clear says you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Idea 3. Focus on identity, not outcomes. This is one of the most quoted ideas in the book. Instead of setting a goal like, I want to read more books, Clear suggests shifting to an identity, like, I am a reader. Every time you complete a small action aligned with that identity, you cast a vote for the type of person you want to become. Real behavior change, he argues, is identity change. Now, Clear breaks down habit formation into 4 simple stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. And from those 4 stages, he builds his famous 4 laws of behavior change. Law 1. Make it obvious. Habits form more easily when the cue that triggers them is clear and visible. Clear recommends a technique called habit stacking. Attaching a new habit to an existing one, like doing 10 push-ups right after you pour your morning coffee. He also emphasizes designing your environment so good cues are visible and bad cues are hidden. Law 2. Make it attractive. The more appealing a habit is, the more likely you are to repeat it. Clear talks about temptation bundling, pairing an action you need to do with one you want to do, so the habit itself becomes something you look forward to rather than something you have to force yourself into. Law 3. Make it easy. This is arguably the most practical law in the book. Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. Scale any new habit down until it takes 2 minutes or less to start. Read before bed becomes read 1 page. The goal isn't to finish the task perfectly. It's to master the habit of simply showing up. Law 4. Make it satisfying. Humans repeat behaviors that feel rewarding immediately. The problem is that good long-term habits often don't pay off right away, while bad habits often feel good instantly. Clear suggests building in small, immediate rewards. Like using a habit tracker, you can visibly check off, so the good habit feels satisfying in the moment, not just years down the road. And to break a bad habit, Clear says you simply invert all 4 laws. Make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying. Idea 4. The plateau of latent potential. Clear addresses one of the biggest reasons people quit. Habits often feel like they're doing nothing for weeks or months, and then suddenly produce a breakthrough. He compares it to ice sitting at 25 degrees, then 26, then 27. No visible change until it hits 32 and suddenly melts. The results were building the whole time, even though they weren't visible yet. Idea 5. Never miss twice. Perfection isn't the goal. Consistency is. Clear says missing a habit once is an accident, but missing it twice is the beginning of a new, worse habit. His advice is simple. Whatever happens, get back on track immediately, rather than letting one slip turn into a spiral. Idea 6. Habits shape identity, and identity shapes habits. This creates a feedback loop. Every action you take is a vote for a certain type of identity. Over time, enough votes make that identity feel true. and that identity makes the next matching action easier to take. Clear argues this loop, running quietly in the background of daily life, is the real engine behind long-term change. So what's the big takeaway from Atomic Habits? You don't need a dramatic transformation, extreme willpower, or a complete life overhaul to change your results. You need small, consistent, 1% improvements, built into systems tied to the identity you want to grow into. Change your habits by inches, and let time and compounding do the rest.